Hey y'all, this is another Wizard Unite video to shorten my previous video, but specifically go on the or go on the professor, or go on the Magizoologist. Here you go. Next class, profession, Magizoologist. It's a healer, high defense, high stam. Its unique charms are Stamina Charm, which recovers 30% of an ally's health or yourself. Mending Charm, which heals for 4 health points, which isn't very much. Do it at your leisure. You have the Bravery Charm, which we also call the Elite buff. It increases your power versus elites by 150%. Then you have Revive Charm, revives an ally to 100% when it's maxed out. It's more efficient to do revive versus healing, because the Stamina Charm requires 2 focus and a revive cost requires 1 focus. Specializations for a Magizoologist is plus 10 power when you're above 50% health, plus 6% defense when you're above 50% health. You get plus 40 power when you have 5 focus or greater, and you have 15% extra defense when you have 5 focus or greater. And then you inherit 20% defense versus spiders, and then plus 25 damage versus Erklings. Kind of only restriction. And of course, this is a maxed out Magizoologist. So some key takeaways for that is you want to stay at 5 or greater focus. So you're strong, and so you do more damage and you take less damage. Revive allies versus healing them. Some stipulations to that is if you already did the bravery buff and you're at like 7 focus and someone's about to die, I mean, you can toss a heal out, because at that point you just need to stay above 7. All right, and then mend when you're available, which is the small heal. It's good for an achievement. You start with 5 focus. So if there's a lot of elites at the beginning, you could ask your aura for some focus, but it's usually best to go proficiency first, if possible. You can also pop in Invigoration Drought to do it yourself. Alrighty, now who fights what? Proficiency, neutral, deficiency. Ors are strong versus dark wizards and Death Eaters. They're neutral to pixies and werewolves. They are deficient to Erklings and Acromantulas. Magizoologists are great versus Erkling Acromantulas, neutral to dark wizards, Death Eaters, and weak against pixies and werewolves. Professors are strong versus pixies and werewolves, neutral to Erklings and Acromantulas, and weak to dark wizards and Death Eaters. Whew, that's a lot. All right, next up, back to me. I'm playing a Magizoologist. I think this was on the community day. If there's a choice for Erkling or Spider, I usually go for spiders first, because they don't dodge. So that means the aura doesn't have to use their focus to do the dodge hex. They could use it on something for the professor, since they're usually focus starved at the beginning. So it's better to toss that focus on something for the professor, while the Magi can tank the Magizoologist. Of course, I got a shield first, so currently I'm taking no damage at all. 100% defense, invincible. I just popped the Bravery Charm because there's a lot of elites out there. Of course, it brought me below 5 focus. Normally you don't want to go below 5 focus, but seeing that the field is majority elites, it's easier for everybody else to kill their stuff quicker. Seeing that majority of the elites wasn't for me, and I'm waiting a little bit because I don't have 5 focus. I think somebody was close to dead, so I tossed a couple mends. So even being below 5 focus, I still do a lot of damage. I believe someone's about to die. I'm kind of watching for them, so I can res them quickly. Okay, they died, so I res them. I think I'm waiting for one more death and res them. Then I'm gonna hop on the spider. And oh, that's the reason. I forgot. I got all my elites, so I beat the spiders down enough for everybody else to take the elites. I forgot I was skipping those. But in normal circumstances, if nobody needs elites, then I would just go ahead and kill the spider. So a couple heals, a couple mends. I believe our aura also is almost, I think they're done with their elites. So I just took a couple hits on it to wear it down a little bit. And victory. Alright, here's the last match for my Magizoologist. I'm just going over a couple different matches per profession so you can kind of see how it goes, since there's always a different set of foes. Currently there's nothing out there for me, so I'm kind of sitting around. It doesn't feel like it's not that I'm not doing anything, it's just conserving energy, because if we're doing a lot of these in the higher chambers, it's just more efficient to kind of hold off for a second. And the other reason is ore, which I'm neutral against. Normally if the ore does a one hit on all the mobs, it's way more damage than me just nicking away at it at 109 a hit. So normally if the ore needs help, I'll say hop in and just do a one hit, and they'll probably take off 30% of the health, and then I'll work on the other stuff. So currently this is a boring match. I got the 7 focus. Since I wasn't really doing much fighting, I just popped the bravery fairly quickly. Finally a spider pops up for me, but I think someone's about to die, so I waited on that. So I'm tossing a mend on it, on him, her. But once they flatline, I'll hop on mine. So I res them, then I hop on the spider. Now I'm not at the greatest spot since I'm below 5 focus, but I got a potent potion on. I realized that that's why I hopped back out, waiting to get that 5 focus, so that potion to get a better benefit on a hit. I think something's about to die, so at that point I hop back on the spider, so I got that 5 focus. So that was a hard hit on the spider. And normally if you have a potion, how do I say it? You could, let's say if that potion that you're going to hit for is going to do more damage than what the mob has left, and you have more foes to fight, I would hop out and just hit another foe. It's a strategy used by ores as well. Pop a potion and hit things one time and hop out. You can do it without taking damage too, is nice. But then whoever hops into that foe will take the hit. I think I have 1 spider left. I think it's so low that it can be bat boogied, so I'm not sure if I hop back in it or not. Bat bogeyed. Yeah, okay. Then I hop in it. Last few mobs. Like I said, normally I heal when I'm above. Like after doing bravery, I heal after I have like 7 focus or more, depending if someone's about to die. If they're about to die, I usually just wait and revive them. But if everybody's hovering around 50% and I have enough focus, it's better for me to just drop it on someone. As always, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, found it useful, like and subscribe. Any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to answer them. Until the next one, peace.